Welcome back, everyone, to Punny Place to Tabaxi, where today we are here in the Snapping Line Inn, where we are about to head out into Saltmarsh. But before we go out, it is time for me to handle an enhancement. Because if I've calculated things properly, I finally have enough enhancement points so that I can open up Deadly Blade. Your daggers and throwing knives will do an additional +1 damage. You are centered when fighting with daggers. So we can finally get some daggers. So I don't have any at the moment, I think, right? So I'm going to have to go and buy a set of those. Now, since I've reached what I'm looking for here, I'm probably going to do my next few enhancements over here on the racial tree because I am playing the Tabaxi, and let's see if there's anything else here that will help me later on. So I'll switch over to this tree for a little while now that I have the ability to stay centered. First, I'm going to need to get a pair of daggers. I have acquired my daggers. I chose an ethereal dagger from the vendor over in the Borderlands, where I was able to exchange an ingot for an ethereal dagger, so that'll come in handy just in case I run into any spirits. And I know I've had a lot of trouble with a particular spirit in this particular house, so therefore I thought that I will have one of those so I can have Ghost Touch. And the other thing is a Smoldering +2 Dagger of Shatter. I'll probably forget to use the Shatter ability, but I think that'll help us quite a bit there. So I've got Deadly Blades for a +1 on there, and so let's see how I do with this dagger through here.
The front door opens into a musty, dirty entrance hall. You spot some faint footprints in the filth, leading down the corridor ahead.
Alright, let's start on the right side. It's dark in here. Yeah, I thought that was going to be locked. What about this one? Alright, what have we got here? Now this is nothing. This is the note that says, look behind you. Not that there's anything here. See anything behind me? Nope. Now, is that to do with the mirror? Had trouble figuring out what that was all about. But that's not where the weird things happen. So let's go on to this side. This is a bit darker than I was thinking it was going to be. Hidden. Well, that's not going to likely have me spot anything, considering my skills at detecting hidden objects, or lack thereof. But I suppose if you go into a haunted house at night, you should expect it to be a little bit dark.
Judging by the cracked pots and planters, as well as the overgrown weeds, this room was a plant conservatory.
Alright. Well, and those were spiders and rats. Oh. Weather tomes. Go. I think we were supposed to be getting parts of a password in here. So let's see. Fungus.
You notice a book on the shelf that's much less dusty than the ones around. When you try to pull out the book, the shelf slides over, forming an entrance to the library.
Alright. The magical properties of gemstones. Ah, a code of some sort is scrawled all over the page, and this is, you can only make out the first three numbers, which is 215. Alright. So that'll be take
You're
care.
able to make out half of a numerical password inside this book.
Half of a password. I guess that's better than locked. I don't think it's really necessary for me to get to the other side of that since that just leads to the corridor. So I'm not going to waste a bell of chiming on that. I went through my shared storage in there. I think I have 3 book bells of chimings.
Corpses occupy the remaining seats around the broken table, surrounded by desiccated food. Flies dance above their heads.
Ooh, creepy. But then it's a haunted house, so it's supposed to be creepy. I think that's the entire point. So we'll go through there, alright. And into here.
This once lavish room is cold and barren. The taxidermied animals that line the walls pierce you with their cold, empty gazes.
Just if I didn't think it was creepy enough as it was. There we go, into here. And mounted owlbear. Why is that? You see a faint glimmer from within the owlbear's mouth. Reach inside.
Inside the stuffed owlbear's beak, you find a lever. As you pull it, you hear stones shifting overhead.
I forgot that the owlbear had anything to do with that puzzle. Alright. Oops. One. Up here. Up here. There we go.
The kitchen is dirty and damp. The stairs up are missing a few treads and smell of decay. The door on the eastern wall is locked with a heavy iron padlock.
My NPC was standing on the other side.
You find the silver key inside the crate.
Devoted Scepter of Wizardry. Not that that's going to be very useful for me. Okay, I have... Be nice to find find a dagger, though since I have one that was manufactured by an NPC and the other one that I bought in the auction house because I didn't have any other daggers. I know, I guess I could have gone chintzy and just gotten one from the... Oh yeah, that's where he came from. And just got a non-magical one from a vendor or something like that. Oh, is there anything else this way? No, just that way down. Alright. So I guess it's time for us to explore the upstairs. Let's see, that is locked. This is dark.
What was once a fine master bedroom now stands dirty and decayed. A small wooden trunk stands at the foot of the bed, its lid closed.
Right. Sonic protection. There you go. And guess we just break suits of armor. And that'll do for now. Maybe get some slight pieces of lapis out of this. Now I'll have to come back later because I can't open up the trunk until I have the second half of the password, and I can't remember where that's... Is that in this room?
This was once a fine guest bedroom, but rodents and other vermin have infested its corners and burrowed into the grand furniture.
Oh, here we go. A code of sorts to make it the last 2 numbers, which is 73. So it's 21573. Okay, good to know.
You can discern half of a numerical password inside this book. Now that you have found both halves, you should be able to put the password to good use.
Yeah. Of course, theoretically, it could be 2 different passwords completely. I know, this is... Hey, I'll make sure that I have my hireling with me. Let's see, where is... Ah, there we are. There's the button. Are you all ready? All right, that's good. Actually, I better... If if this is the Wraith fight, I better make sure that I'm ready for this. 21573. The combination lock clicks open. Inside you find nothing but dust and a human skull.
You unlock the trunk, but find nothing of value. Then you hear a harsh wail, and a group of vermin attacks.
Alright. That was easy. Actually, I don't think I saw the raids that time. Either that or the raid went down very, very quick. I think that raids can be at random locations, though, which is why it's really tricky thing. Either that or I killed it very quickly by having an ethereal weapon. That's maybe possible. Let's see how we do against the
As you ascend
assassin.
the stairs, you hear an angry voice. Who is in my house? It howls. Get out!
I presume that's the assassin. Let's go to this one first.
The only sign of human life in this chamber is the flickering, shiny lantern set on the windowsill.
Flickering lantern. Anything I can do here? Nope. And we do have this thing here, which I believe has... Oh, yeah, that has that puzzle down there. Of course, that means going down.
The only thing of any note in this room is a clump of tiny mushrooms that protrude from the floor and form a noxious circle.
And...
You find a small lever in the fireplace. When you pull it, the runes on the floor light up.
Oh, okay. Let's see, we want this over here, this over here, this over here. Oh, actually, no, we want to go up there, down there. Oh, and on the other side. It's a two-sided puzzle! It's been a while. Alright, now let's see, we have this. I'll be able to go to both either side. Well, that's not going to help. So we'll do this, this. Oh,
The crystal on the wall flares a bloody red and sounds a faint chime. You can hear the same noise coming from upstairs through the holes in the ceiling.
right. So there is something upstairs that is now activated. Oh. Open it up. That way. Now let's get back upstairs, and I think we could use this stairway up. And let's see what we have here. Ah, this is now unlocked.
A festering infestation has twisted this bedroom into a spider's den. From the doorway, you can see a glint of metal in the fireplace.
A glint of metal in the fireplace. Is that just the adventurer's pack, or is there something more? No idea. Anything in the house? No. Nothing. Well, that was underwhelming. Now,
The door to this room is secured with a dingy gold padlock.
gold padlock. Alright, let's see. Gold padlock. Oh, I know. That is downstairs. Right? Isn't it? Oh, no. It's upstairs. Yeah, I've done this a few times. It's just remembering where everything is. Oh, am I going to have to search for this thing? Oh, fortunately, it's one of those low
You find a gold key beneath
DC
the rug
items.
in front of this window.
Alright, so let's see what we've got here. Hello!
In the far corner of this room lies a man, quite alive. He calls out to you in distress, though his words are muffled behind the cloth, shoved into his mouth.
Right. Hello. Actually, what is the best one for me to get? This is wisdom. This one is dexterity. This one is, yeah, constitute. I think I'll need that for this fight. Alright, I'll pull the gag out of his mouth.
You remove the gag, and he sputters out a ragged breath. You notice a sizable lump on the back of his head. Thank the gods you came along when you did. Name's Ned. Ned Snakeshaft. You have no idea how happy I am to see another living soul in this awful place. Quick, untie me so we can get out of this creepy place.
Oh, please, I'm unarmed. All I want is to get out of here as fast as I can. I heard that those rumors, but I came anyway, and I only got 2 feet inside before I got jumped. Oh, what a dumb rube I was. Who jumped you? Oh, it was so dark that I couldn't see him. He had knocked me out and dragged me here, and they bound me with this rope and shoved this cloth in my mouth. I don't remember anything else. Oh, why did they do this, whoever they are? I guess they didn't like me poking around here. All I wanted was to do some scrounging up some baubles to sell at the market. I've got a family, you see, my wife and my boy, waiting for me to put some food on the table. Listen to me. You gotta get out of here. Whatever gems you find ain't worth it, and I would be dead already if you hadn't come along. I'd never been to get a hug from my little girl again. Oh, that's rough. All right, I'll untie you. Ah, hmm. Obviously I missed something here. Is he going to jump me at some point? Okay, I missed the proper path on that. That's a problem. Okay, because usually I wind up in a fight with him. And that time I didn't. Because I was supposed to get a dialogue where he tricks me. I thought, oh, did we get that? I guess I forgot exactly how to do that. Oops, daisy. So, with that problem out of the way, what's next? Oh, I have to get down into the basement, I guess. Oh, I'm probably going to run into him downstairs. Yeah, because I didn't kill him early. He's probably going to be downstairs. But I'm sure that's going to be a problem. Alright, so I missed a key. Alright. I missed a key. How am I going to get downstairs now? Ooh. See, because we got the key that's upstairs. We got a key that I may have. Let's see, how about down over here? Well, how about the room where it said "Look behind you"? Was there a key or something like that behind me? I don't remember there being one, but then memory doesn't always give me perfect information, right? About over here. Right, because this says "Look behind you." Yeah, I don't see a key anywhere around here. Well, I'm going to have to do some searching then. I can hear a faint aria emanating from behind this door, but there's a silver padlock.
In the center of this room lies a single torn mattress. A fiddle moves seemingly on its own, playing a lilting tune.
Uh-huh. Oh, the iron key. That could be useful. Dusty note. I wrote you a song. I'll keep practicing so I can play for you. Alright. Well, I've reached that.
As you pry the keys from the mattress's stuffing, the music stops. A disfigured figure crawls out from the shadows. It lets out a guttural growl and attacks.
Right.
The white With the iron key, you should be able to unlock the door in the kitchen.
All right, good. So that takes care of that. I completely forgot about that room. And all right, so that takes care of that room. So now we go down to the kitchen. Ah, so obviously I haven't memorized the entire thing. So let's just, there we go.
The door swings open, revealing a room significantly more damp and decayed than the others in the house. Stairs lead down into the darkness.
Into the darkness.
The smell of spoiled wine clogs your nose with its acrid odor. You nearly trip on a bloodied, dismembered body in the center of this chamber.
Right. Yes. Now, what have we got here? Divine Vitality 1. Oh, whatever that does. Now, let's see. Oh, alright, let's deal with rat. Oh, spiders. It's definitely spiders. Okay, now there is supposed to be, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there it is, a lever. Okay, take care of the lever. Lever! That leads me to here. Alright, good.
Beyond this door lies a room so unlike anything else you have seen in the house that you pause for a moment, taken aback.
Well, you mean the fact that there are fresh linens here? And a fire? I mean a controlled fire. Okay. Lamps?
This room is furnished with plain but sturdy furniture. Sheets on the bed appear freshly cleaned.
Alright. So apparently the maid service only comes downstairs. And over here, I think there's skeletons in this room, aren't there, or something like that? No spiders. Oh, no, I was right about the skeletons. And you? Oh, there you are. Okay, good. Hmm. And now, I guess this way. I presume that assassin's going to be back here. But we'll
When you
find out.
open this door, you're surprised to find someone staring at you, brandishing sharp daggers. You couldn't just take our warnings and go on your merry way back to wherever you're from, could you?
Yeah.
No matter. I'll just have to stop you here then. You got moves, I'll give you that. But there's a reason why they called me the Scourge of Satan. Where did you say you were from again? You're not just any rube. Those idiots set me up. The assassin falls to his knees. It's your lucky day. You get to watch Ned Snakeshaft, the best assassin in these parts, die. Hope you enjoy the view. With one last gasp, the assassin crumples into a silent heap on the musty wood flooring.
Well, at least now I know where you have to fight the assassin if you don't trip him up in the room where you
Lanterns
do
and
it.
supportive structures line this musty underground passage, suggesting the presence of human activity below.
Rust monster. I think it's time to switch to hand wraps. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Yeah, good time to switch to hand wraps. Because you don't want to mess up your daggers against the rust monster. At least I don't want to. Suppose if you were looking for a good excuse to get a new set of daggers, you might be willing to. Your turn. And your turn. Okay, how does this thing work? Alright, I'll have to check that at some other time because I noticed that the light one doesn't come on. Usually just a rest. Oh, a rest shrine. Well, I really don't need it all that much, but if something terribly goes wrong, I could come back here.
You emerge into a dingy, wet cavern
Ah, the
with
boss fight.
boxes and containers lining its walls. More smugglers stack their goods alongside the other merchandise. A robed figure turns toward you and shudders with surprise. I knew that rogue was useless, he says. Why our contact in town sent him to distract you is beyond me. The apparent leader of the smugglers glares at you. We can't let you leave alive, now that you've discovered our operation. You should have heeded our warnings and left this house while you had the chance. The wizard vanishes, yet copies of himself shimmer into view in his place. You'll be dead long before you can see through my illusions, he says.
Are you sure about that? We'll see.
Your attack strikes flesh, and the wizard doubles over in pain. How can this be? He asks in a pained voice. Before he can run away, you strike him one last time. The remaining smugglers scramble out of the cavern, presumably headed to the ship where the rest of their operation waits. The gang will get their due in good time. For now, you content yourself with plundering the smugglers' wares. That should make up for the treasure you have been promised.
Yep, there you go. Take care of that, take care of that. So that actually went fairly well. I've had trips through this area that went a lot worse than that. I don't think I ran to the raids. Either that or a ghost touch weapon really makes it a whole lot easier. But I guess that's it for here, so let's head back to camp and see what the reward is there. Hello, I investigated the haunted house. You back? And there were smugglers, not ghosts? And there I thought I'd seen it all. You may have cleared out those smugglers this time, but if ye didn't find their ship, it's not over yet. I won't tell anyone about the goods you took. You deserve it after all that we saw there. A token of me as well, brave outlander. Alright, shall we get that? Thank you. And smoldering hand wraps. Well, shocking hand wraps. Battered helm of spell sight. Imprudent goggles of open lock 4. Well, I'm not exactly much in opening locks in the first place, so interesting thing here. See, open locks 4, yeah, that means a good intelligence skill. I was thinking, what would happen if I put one rank into open locks, then I wore these goggles, that'll give me open locks 5. You know, I think you'll just be... Yeah, but then I need to get thieves' tools in order to be able to use it properly. Is it really going to be worth all that effort? Well, I suppose if I decide it's not, I'll just sell it, right? So I'll take the goggles. And I guess that means next time we are going to go and raid a ship when we return to Piney Place to Tabaxi.